Mike, we've done 2 segments now, offense, defense, and I've gotten excited about this season. Just
All right.
Listening to you and these guys that are coming back and so forth. Let's first of all, to build up for our viewers out here, what kind of coverage is the Sunday News going to have this year? What can we expect? The same stuff? We're going to change it up a little bit this year?
There are going to be some slight changes. I think I always do a fair amount of blogging and stuff during the Penn State season about Penn State. We're going to be using, at least some of the time, we're going to be using Gordy Jones, our own buddy who's been on the show with us a number of times and an excellent writer. He's going to be doing the game story sometimes, where he'll be doing the game story, I'll be doing the column and the notebook kind of thing. But that should free me up, I hope, to tweet and blog during the game. Right. I've got the Twitter thing going on now, and hopefully we can get into more of an interactive experience during the game. I realize it's not easy to make that happen, but I'm hoping we can do that. And of course we're going to be talking about them a lot on here as we always do. And I'll be going to all the away games, which we'll do fantastic. That the way we've done it in the recent past. Lots of Penn State stuff.
Quick, your blog name is, how do they find you?
Billy Paultz Reconsidered.
And the Twitter account, the tweets can be found?
That's MKE Gross.
Okay, you got to get that K in there.
If you just search for Mike Gross, you'll find it, I think.
And Gordy Jones has one too, and I think it is just Gordy Jones on there. So he might be sending tweets out as well with football season.
Absolutely.
And you can do Twitter accounts for free. That doesn't cost any money. So if you want to get involved with that, it's fun to get the latest information. Now, let's talk the season. I think it could be an exciting year. It's stacked up early. We've talked about this in the past, that they could win some games. They got Alabama early, but then if they can beat them at home, it's a nice little run to the end of the year where they got some tough ones. How do you see the schedule falling for Penn State?
I think the schedule is pretty heavily backloaded, actually, as you mentioned, Starkey. I think there's a chance. I'm writing off Alabama. Alabama has like 9 NFL players in defense. I just don't think week two. I don't think Penn State's going to be able to score in that game. I mean, I'm writing that one off. But even writing that one off, I think there's a chance that they can go into November 8-1. Wow. There's a chance. Now, I think Illinois is going to be pretty good. I think the Purdue's of the world are going to be a little better. Iowa's like week 5. They have them at home. I think that's a key game. I think Iowa's down a little bit. But anyway, there's a lot of ifs going. A lot of things have to go right. The quarterback situation can't drag them down, but possible. 8-1 going into November, and then you have a bye week, and then you host Nebraska. Okay, that's a team from the other division that they're going to be playing every year in this divisional setup. And the last 2 games are at Ohio State, at Wisconsin. So that November is going to be tough, but if you go into November 8-1, there's a chance that you could be playing for that division title on the last week of the season at Wisconsin.
Could be great for that. I think Alabama could be a win because it's home. I just love the fact of what you can do with 110,000 Nittany Lion fans in that stadium. We'll see. I think
very optimistic.
Alabama is inexperienced on offense, good on defense, so it could be a good game. We'll see. Predictions. How do you see this falling out?
Well, I said in the paper in our Big Ten preview last week, I said 7-5. I think this is the second year in a row I've done this. I kind of regret that a little bit. I might want to go 8-4, but I can't go against what I put in the paper, so I'm going to go 7-5.
7-5. First of all, if you haven't seen the preview that he put together, our graphics guy Todd did a great job with him as well. Check it out. Great package in last Sunday's paper. It's worth a look at. I'm stalling for time as well as I'm trying to think here. 7-5. That end of the year is tough. Ohio State, they've had such trouble playing at the U. I like them against Alabama though. I'm going to have to say 8-4.
Okay, all right. Well, that's not too much. This is one thing that we didn't talk about. We did offense, we did defense. The punter has an underage drinking thing going on, and it's a brand new kicker. Those are 2 things that might play into this. I hate to throw that in there at the end, but that's something to think about in the negative. But 8-5, 7-5, 8-5, 7-5, 8-4. That's what we're.
If they beat Alabama, we'll give them 2 wins.
Wow, absolutely, at least.